I'm sorry, doctor. I won't miss the next appointment. Yeah.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I couldn't get all your drugs. I have to go back again tomorrow.
So all you look like you've got AIDS.
I wonder how people ever get jobs in this country. I believe it's not by walking around like I've been doing.
That's how I got the ones I've had.
This debt, when paid, could go a long way to settle staff salary arrests.
Osaro, they will pay. Because the finance department and we have already mapped out the strategy.
Doctor says you have missed 4 appointments. You are risking your health, Aisha, for what?
Okay.
Any bright ideas for t-shirts? We've been in them in 2 weeks for school's outreach.
You okay?
Madam, are you?
Hello? Yes. But how do I know? Okay. I understand.
What did he say?
The station brought to you by Nescafe.
With Maggie Cube, taste is everything. Maggie and me, the secret of goodness.
Aisha? Alhamdulillah.
Eli, what happened? Am I alright?
Yes, you're alright.
What was wrong with me? Was anything the matter with me?
The court case didn't help matters.
But we won.
Well, sometimes you win a war, but you lose the peace.
I don't get.
Half of the advert placement booked for next quarter have been withdrawn. The clients believe that the court case has reduced our public rating.
And our managing director being hospitalized is not helping issues. The next few weeks will determine the fate of the station.
I'm taking this one before now. I'm serious.
Why are you doing that? What are you for? See, if you don't take every single pill, I'll make sure I harass you till daybreak. Take it.
The child that says that the mother will not sleep will not. And you know I hate it.
Well, you fixed the wrong thing on the start.
Wahala, really, my eyes with that. Let's bring back memories. Me in the house.
My mother was a king in one hand and a bottle of dogoyaro in the other hand.
And the woman will know yet that I'm well, though, that I was well. Sorry. Why are you looking at me like that? I'm warning you, no crying in my deathbed. Not that the one that you'll be crying and wailing, flinging yourself about, and then everybody will forget about me. No, nobody will steal my shoe.
I promise I won't steal your shoe.
I hold you to that.
Don't you think we should come back?
She must not see me like this.
Do you think she'll be okay?
Yeah, she's fine. Except that it's so sad that she had to lose the baby. But we thank God for her life, and in a day or two she'll be discharged.
Maybe we should get her a present, a get well soon card or t-shirt.
Hi, Kai, this Mr. Jonathan Abe is so fine. I'll vote for him any day.
I'm talking about a present from Aisha. You're talking about a man.
Look, I'm merely appreciating the physical aesthetics of his beauty.
You don't need to vote for him. He's already entered. And is that why you should vote for a person? Because he's fine?
Look, CD, this man has substance. Abi Johnny, doesn't Jonathan Abe have substance?
How should I know?
Were you not the one that did the campaign for his electoral program and all that. He even went to the extent of showing us his family house and his family. Even though his wife is not as fine as me, Shao.
Because you interview someone doesn't mean you know them. They can still surprise you.
It must be that time of the month.
Of course, the nomination for the Media Awards haven't been announced yet. But as a newsman, I happen to know people who know people.
know people know that Johnny is nominated.
Anyway, all fingers must be crossed. If one of our staff win the Report of the Year, it will go a long way to letting the people out there know that we as a station have no intention of going anywhere.
And it will be a well-deserved accolade for Johnny.
Johnny, I assume you want to cover the press conference that Jonathan Abbey has called for this morning.
No, I need to see someone this morning about that church scandal.
Now my eyes have seen something. Johnny Bravo turns down the report.
Yinka people, this is surely the end times.
Johnny,
the world is coming to an end.
But you can cover both reports. Jonathan Abbey's story has been your thing from the beginning. I want you on that story.
I don't have a monopoly over Jonathan Abbey.
Oh, okay. Emeka?
I'm on it, yeah.
Good. Fine, that's everything assigned for this morning. One more thing. I'm sure I don't need to remind any one of you that the station is going through a trying time. We need to remind the people out there that they can trust us with their commitments and that we are stronger than ever. I welcome bright ideas anyone might have to offer to improving our finances. Everybody, ears to the ground and noses to the grindstone. We build this station together. And we have to decide between letting it die and to save it. Everybody has an important part to play.
How come you didn't want to cover the press conference?
Must there be a mysterious reason? I said at the meeting that I had to do something else.
I've not been working with you all these years for nothing. And I know that if Johnny wants to cover something, Johnny makes time. And there was a time he wanted to cover Jonathan Abbey.
Well, I don't want to anymore. Abbey is just another political story.
So what happened to the messiah of young politicians?
Beware of messiahs bearing political banners.
It sounds like he deceived you too.
How can a young man win the hearts of his entire local government and then days before the election sacks his running mate and replaces him with a suspected fraudster? It's also deceptive. Maybe I made a mistake. I forgot I was just a journalist covering another political story or political election.
Remember, she's also into broadcasting. You know, she would know how to avoid answering such questions. Have you read all the notes I gave you about her? Didn't you get any sleep last night?
Oh, why? Continue.
So what's up with Maureen?
Hey guys, any ideas?
Ideas?
Were you guys sleeping when Osara was asking us to get ideas?
Oh, okay, that?
Yeah.
I was only thinking if telecom companies have a lot of money to spend in advertising.
That train left while we were engrossed in the court case. We just missed all the big promotional campaigns.
Okay, but there must be something else we can do, right? Look, Effie, you know advertising companies, right? Call them, talk to them. I mean...
All right.
At the list of things right now, it's like Cecilia's retired generals are the most profitable.
Sidi, did anybody come here asking if I... Hello?
Oh, Tijani!
Hey! Can you imagine? See my baby sister, like a big madam behind the desk.
Killing me. I'm a big girl now.
Hey.
Welcome. So how long are you here for?
Just a month. I've only been back a couple of days.
So what did you bring for us now?
I was about to ask that.
You should have trusted me by now. In fact, when is your break? Maybe you can go out and have a gist proper.
Is that the head of the school you went to cover?
What? Oh no. She has a child at the school. She's this one setting up an airline company. She made out cash prizes to the best students in every subject.
Airline company. I think I've been hearing something about that.
Guys, Jonathan Abbey has resigned. I am telling you.
I'm sure I'll soon be hearing from some of those who want to make orders. I've already calculated the possibilities in advance.
Wow. Sidi, you really are doing well for yourself.
Mostly something.
So tell me, what's happening at home?
Same as usual, or what do you expect?
She won't even know a bowl of money.
He has made a lot of sacrifices for us in the past, all by himself. This is the least I can do for now.
Is he still using that on you? I think it's high time I brought someone to meet you.
Official reason?
Inability to perform the task, I guess.
Which is another way of saying none of your business, gentlemen of the press.
Exactly.
Well, I suppose on another view, the man does have a right to quit his job, even if he's only had it for a short while.
On the other hand, I don't feel comfortable with the sequence of events.
Sequence?
Jonathan Habi quits a successful job to run for office. He has integrity, intelligence, youth, and the people on his side. He looks set to win. All of a sudden, he sacks his deputy and replaces him with a man with a history of corruption. His only argument being that the man has never been charged with anything. Now, even before the so-called wind of change is even settled, he resigns, leaving his deputy Segun Tare in power. I can't help but wonder who is pulling the strings in this show.
Who best to find out than two of my best reporters?
Do I have your own contribution? Are you still busy writing? Haven't you finished the last report yet?
It's nothing important, just a personal project. And what are you saying about
Yeah, for a present for Madam Aisha. The sooner you people pay up, the sooner I can get this thing. I have a tight schedule today.
You have a heavy date tonight?
Yes, with two energetic young men.
Just you?
I'll be all alone at home with them.
Your brothers. How do you cope? You never have any time to hang out with friends.
Well, someone has to do it. Since the person whose duty it was walked away and never bothered to come back.
What sort of a mother would do anything like that?
A sort of mother I have no interest in knowing.
Oh.
It's Operation Save the Station.
Let's make it Operation Save Our Station.
What's the difference?
SOS.
Any which one, Sha. The idea is need. And action is what matters. So let's see, what can we do?
Okay, we have to make sure we're organized and then stick to the code of honor.
Sorry, what code?
The one we're about to write right now.
Oh,
And
okay.
then, okay, you guys tell me, what are the rules of our organization?
Let me see. I think our main rule should be to save the station. Dun, dun,
But Yinka, do you really think if we don't get them down, we'll forget them?
It doesn't hurt to be organized.
You know what I really think? I really think we should not sit around and just accept the things the way they come. I think we should put our heads together and save the station we love.
That's a good one. I'll sign to that.
Well, I'll come up with a code name for everyone tomorrow to aid communication.
Code names?
Yep.
Johnny, come to greet our father. He has gone to...
No, Sidi. I actually brought our mother to see you.
Health.
Yes. I need to take care of my health. I need to go abroad for treatment.
Why didn't you just say so at the press conference?
I'm not an American movie star. The press doesn't need to know about my internal malfunctions.
Why did you choose Segun Tare as your deputy at the last moment?
Do we need to go over this again?
You'll have to sooner or later. The man has got your job now.
It seemed a good idea at the time.
That's not good enough. You've abused the trust of the people that voted for you. They elected one man and got somebody else completely different. You can't just dismiss them like that. No, you're not a movie star, but you claim to be somebody greater than that. A man of the people. I've not seen your son.
He's spending the night with his cousins.
Mr. Jordy, I don't mean to be rude, but I and Rosemary have to go out now.
I thought I was seeing you around. I'm not your companion.
Sidi Joko mi. Gbọ́n kò sí ohun bẹ́ẹ̀ sọ jù. Sidi òde ẹjọ́, gbọ́n nǹkan tí èmi náà ń bẹ́ẹ̀ sọ. Ìṣebí mi ni màmá ẹ̀, gbogbo nǹkan tí bàbá ẹ̀ sọ fún ẹ nípa mi nìkan ló mọ̀. Ṣùgbọ́n
irú màmá burúkú wo ló máa fi ọmọ mẹ́rin sílẹ̀ tó máa bá ọkùnrin mi lò?
èmi náà mọ̀ gbogbo yẹn fìyà jẹ ni mo gbọ́ tó ṣe máa ń gbowó owó ẹ̀ tí kò jẹ́ kó lọ́rọ̀ ẹ̀ kankan.
Ṣé ẹ dájú wọn lọ ni? Bíbú lẹwà látijọ́ ìtì mo ti ń dàgbà. Ẹ kò lè wá lọ́jọ́ kan kẹ́ lè fẹ́ bá mi ṣọ̀rẹ́.
Èmi náà mi ò sọ pé kò gbà mí tọwọ́ tẹsẹ̀ bí ṣe wá. Jọ ṣùgbọ́n gbogbo nǹkan tí bàbá ẹ̀ sọ fún ẹ̀ ń pa ẹnìkan nìkan tó mọ̀ ń pa mi. Jẹ́ kí èmi náà ṣàlàyé ara mi jọ kọ́ mi jọ.
Sorry for the delay, guys.
Hey, boss.
I have good news. Aisha has been discharged from the hospital. She'll continue her recovery at home, and I'll be going to see her at the close of work. So anyone with any message for her can see me before the day runs out.
I love her.
And when you're going, I'll go along with you.
Let's fetch her and welcome back soon.
Trust me, I'm already coming up with the rhythm now. Aisha, welcome. Welcome.
And continuing on the good news streak, this is official. Johnny has been nominated for the Report of the Year.
Johnny, bravo.
I can't imagine.
What are you going to do now?
I just don't know. This morning when I was serving him food, I mean, one moment you think you know your father, and the next you realize you don't know anything.
But your mother, couldn't she have tried to see you at least once all these years?
I don't understand. Why did he have to pretend all this while that he's a victim when it was the one that actually sent her away?
Well, from all I've heard you say about your relationship with your father, I would say he has a couple of things to gain.
Like?
Salary at the end of the month, house girl at the end of the day. I mean, you can't go to youth meetings without a say-so. More or less, it's life before your own.
No. That doesn't have anything to do with it. Besides, all those things that I do, it doesn't force me. I understand. I have to. How do you expect for us to cope when we are owing house rent? Or do you expect me to attending a youth meeting when my brothers haven't had supper? Do you expect my father to do all these things? Besides, the person that's supposed to do all this is...
Walked away and never bothered to come back. I wonder who put that idea in your head. Look, Sidi, I'm not saying you shouldn't help your family. What I'm saying is, you have to make your father understand that he can't keep using you by deceiving you.
That's him.
Him who?
The man I saw at Abby's place last night.
This is Francis Wada now.
I know that name.
I'm sure you know he's very notorious. His name has been linked with one shady deal after the other for the past 5 years.
I remember now. His name was being thrown around at that drug scandal 2 years ago.
Exactly. That is the man.
This is from the election day. What is a man like that doing around Jonathan Abbey and his political machine?
Well, you know what they say? Show me your friends.
Look, guys, I don't think we should tell someone like MM. You know, look, she's got good intentions, but at the end of the day, she would end up doing more harm than good.
Well, we can chill till we're sure of our plan so we can delegate easier stuff to her.
Do you guys know that she tends to crack on that pressure, and we can't afford to have mistakes?
Okay, fine. Maybe later. Progress report, Obi.
Don't you mean Queen Amina? Anyway, I've got a designer who's interested in sponsoring my weather report.
What does he design? Raincoats?
No, boxes. And they want the producer to model it on the report.
Sorry?
And guess what? It was my jokes that got them interested in the first place.
Okay, hold up a second now. Can somebody tell me why do I feel a little nervous about having our financial future dependent on Obi's jokes?
Excuse me.
You have a point.
And you, Mustafa?
By Adida.
By Ajida?
Yes.
Who's that?
Legendary founder of the Hausa race who left Baghdad and killed a Janjati snake that tormenting the people.
How do you know about that?
Hold on. Oh, easy. Mustafa is the founder of a tribe, Obi is a queen, and Tari, who are you?
I am King Jaja of Okpo.
Whoa.
Hey, yeah, no fair. Everybody's got a code name. What's mine? What? I didn't hear you.
Your code name is the tortoise.
What? What? Hey, no.
The station brought to you by Nescafe.
Stick Nescafe Classic. A genuine pleasure to share with your friends. Stick Nescafe Classic. Enjoy it whenever, wherever, and however you want it. Nescafe. Taste the coffee side of life.
To what do I hold this honor?
How are you doing? Oh, well, I was just in the neighborhood doing some routine check on group members, and of course, you are right there on the list.
Well, as you can see, I'm fine. I'm in one piece.
All right, that's okay. Oh, working out on the business, I can see.
Yes, after the inquiries I made the other day, I thought it's a viable business to go into.
That's okay, but have you actually get some other contracts?
No, not.
Sidi, I know you are too smart to need me to tell you this, but it's dangerous to put all your eggs in one basket. It's very, very risky for you to get caught in just one thing. I think you should think of other things you can do just in case anything happens.
I don't understand why you're suspicious, but we have nothing concrete. You can base a report on a picture in the paper and then even visit. Okay, you suspect something, eh? What's your plan?
Well, Emeka was at local government council this afternoon. Financially, everything is above board.
So, no funds have been misappropriated?
Yet, but we don't know what Harry's connection is to all of this thing.
I'd like to interview Abby about his connection to Wada.
Come on, Johnny, last time you didn't get us very much. I mean, is there no other person we could talk to?
Well, I did make friends with some of his staff last time I did a report on him. I still have some numbers.
Yeah, I mean, let's try somebody else. See if we can get with this. Okay?
Hey.
No. I am not aware of the reasons why my predecessor left. But I'm fully determined to carry out all the projects he had planned for the good of the community.
I'll be off to work in a couple of minutes. I left some food in the kitchen so you don't have to stress yourself. I honestly wish I didn't have to do night duty. Why did you be so dry? Maureen.
The campaign was going fine. Abby was getting good publicity. The people in the community were very supportive. Even Abby's wife, who used to be very, very uncomfortable about politics, was even very, very supportive of her husband. Weren't you there? Didn't you see what happened?
Yes, I did.
So, when did this Wada guy join the bandwagon?
It was all a bit too convenient for us not to have suspected. First, we're faced with brick walls, and all our financial backup started pulling out. So it was obvious, and it was plain to see that someone somewhere was responsible for all the rumors going around about Abby.
So you believe you were sabotaged?
Well, it's not from me you hear that the old woman is pregnant.
Oh, come on.
All I know is when we needed money to continue our campaign, tada, Wada appears.
Did he express his motivation for wanting to support Abby?
Well, he didn't pretend it was out of the goodness of his heart. From the start, he had his conditions. Or rather, he had a condition. He wanted Segun Tai to be named as Abby's running mate.
Nothing else?
Not as far as I know. Abby wasn't too comfortable with it, but he felt he had no choice but to comfort himself by saying he hadn't signed anything.
Wow.
And if he could always get rid of Segun Tai as long as if it looks like he's posing a threat.
So why did he resign now?
I have no idea.
Doctor, how serious is this?
Well, it's only a matter of days. Her entire system is collapsing and she's running a fever. And her immune system can't be able to handle the attack she's getting from tuberculosis combined with the pneumonia. Excuse me.
How long will it be?
Well, the doctors say any day now. But frankly, every second is still.
Well, if you ever think you need time off, or even to be with her.
I'll be fine. I'm fine. I just want to be able to visit her every day.
Okay. Don't hesitate to tell me if you think you need some time off. Huh?
Thank you very much.
Hello?
Hello, this is Mrs. Ibinabo Fabiantoye calling to speak with Osaro Obaseki.
This is Osaro Obaseki.
I have studied the proposal I received from your reporter with interest, and I think it's quite promising. I would like to come in tomorrow to discuss with your people about advertising possibilities.
All right, that will be convenient. Do we say noon tomorrow?
Yes, noon tomorrow will be fine. See you then.
All right. Thank you very much.
I just expected that things will move faster than this. With the way people were throwing compliments and asking for my contact info, I thought I would have opened my own boutique by now. Still, I have nothing to know.
These things always take time to get off the ground. You need to be patient. Why are you in a hurry, sir?
What are you smiling at? What plans are you up to now?
Nothing much. Just for an application for a remedial course at the State Polytechnic.
Are you serious?
So you see why I need the money? Part-time is very expensive. So the t-shirt business. That's true.
Obi. Circulate that list. And also try and find out who sent the proposal to Mrs. Fabian Toye.
All right. How can you deny it? We have all the facts.
Where did you get these so-called facts from?
That doesn't matter. We know about the deal. And I think we need to talk, unless you want us to go straight to broadcast with our information. That's fine.
Rahim? Yes. What's that? The list. Whoever wants to resign, so they can prepare your severance package.
Azuka, what is wrong with your code name?
Haven't you heard anything I've been saying since? Everybody is either a king or a queen or the founder of various. Then me, I am now a tortoise. How can I feel motivated to save the station when my code name is a creature that is always crawling and hiding under the shell?
Azuka, what is wrong with you? Don't you realize the importance of the tortoise to our country's culture?
Importance?
Yeah.
What importance?
All you have to do is to examine our folk tips. The tortoise is constantly present and it gets the job done.
I agree.
Oh.
It does?
All you have to do is to look at our stories. Didn't you have a childhood? The tortoise is the most resourceful creature alive. Right. He wanted to go to a party in the sky. He found a way to fly. Nobody, Azuka, nobody knew the 3 names of the 3 princesses. He found out. Look, Azuka, if there is anybody that can save his station, it is definitely the tortoise.
You know what? You're right.
Of course I am right, my brother.
In fact, Super Turtle to the rescue.
Fly, brother.
Yes.
So...
Sign this if you're interested.
Is this like the petition for lunches?
Don't worry, trust me, I have a master plan.
Oh, really?
Get what's this how? They are cut copies of pages from the guest book.
What guest book?
From the function now, the one we made the t-shirt for.
Oh, okay.
We need to contact those who were impressed by the t-shirt that day and we remind them that we are still alive.
You don't think we'll be disturbing them?
This is business. There is no time to be delicate. We just need to use the right approach. We can even give special offers, discounts. That is the way you attract business. It would not just fall on your lap.
Oh, and we can even make flyers, visit the companies.
Now you're talking.
It wasn't me, seriously. I'm working on that angle.
Who then?
Sorry, it wasn't me. I don't even know who this Toye woman is. Well then, who did it? Somebody did it. A reporter, as they said. Did anyone ask Amen? It must have been Effie. Maybe somebody she must have met while she was trying to run around for her program.
Sure. You mean the head of an airline company would cover my show and I wouldn't know?
Impossible.
Come on. Anyway, Operation Save Our Station, right? Continues in other angles. Let's not assume that salvation has arrived.
Yep.
Well, guys, while we're on this issue, I was quite surprised to discover that we're signing petitions for lunches. I mean, considering the current financial situation in the offices.
There are some things you don't understand.
Explain them to me. Explain why a man who seems sure of what he wants and appears determined to get there suddenly finds himself dining with the devil and is thrown off his arena.
I thought I was in control of things.
Do you have to do this? Couldn't you have carried on without taking his money?
Maybe I should have. And maybe I would have lost. But at least I would have lost with a clear conscience. I think a part of me began to believe in my publicity. I mean, I managed to convince myself that the people couldn't do without me. I needed to win this election, no matter the cost. But now I've compromised myself. And the worst of all is that I don't even have anything to show for it.
How did he get you to resign?
He got some unexpected leverage.
What? He's blackmailing you? Is there something from the past, something he's holding over your head?
My son.
Good morning, sir. I was just
You were just looking for this, perhaps?
Yes, sir. I need to explain to you about that, sir. You see, what happened was that I thought the list was for something else. So I signed it and I gave it to other people, telling them it was for something else. And just last night, I got to find out that the list was...
I know, Abi. I already tracked down the origin of the mistake.
Sir, I know just looking at this list, you think so many people want to leave. I'm sure it must have hurt your morale.
Well, the last time I checked, my morale was fine. If you recall, I'm a journalist, and I can tell when something is a little amiss, such as people adding, please make it testy to their names. Here. This list is for people who are interested in leaving AN at the end of the month. I want you to personally handle this list. Give it to them and let people sign. And make sure you explain to every single person what the list is meant for.
The wife doesn't want him to tell anyone.
But Johnny, this is so appalling. Why should politics turn to a reason where people commit heartless crimes? I mean...
I don't know what to do next. Wada hasn't returned their son because he wants to be sure they wouldn't go to the press. And we can ask them to jeopardize the life of their son.
So why are they expected to have their son back?
Even they are not sure. I think that's why they want to leave the country in the hope that Wada will realize that all they want is their son and return him so they can travel with him. And he keeps telling them all in good time.
Okay, so we cannot break the news.
Of course, you don't have to sign it, but if I were you, I wouldn't sign it.
But it's my own decision, Shebi.
Well, that is what Osaro said. Do you like my hair?
I noticed you did something different with your hair. So what's the style called?
Well, I gelled the front, then I just put a slant in the front, then I had baby coils at the back, and it's called Razzmatazz.
Interesting. So what's the event?
Well, you know they said that airline woman is coming to our station today. We need to prove to her that we're a station like no other.
So I heard. I need to make a phone call. Please, can you stay here for me?
When would you like to conduct this interview?
As soon as you give me the go-ahead. I'll just have to ask you some preliminary questions to have a feel of which direction the interview should take.
Fire away.
Okay. Why do you think your predecessor resigned?
I have absolutely no idea. I was shocked when he did. I had known Jonathan for a very short time, but in that time, I grew to like him very much. I have never met a man quite so determined to do all he could to help people without looking for personal gain. Well, I don't know how much you know about my upbringing, but I never had too much goodness growing up.
Nobody does.
I am fully determined all his plans for the community. Right now, the waterworks and...
Don't you think Francis Wada has something to say about that?
Excuse me?
Isn't Francis Wada the reason you got this job in the first place?
I may have made some foolish mistakes in the past. But I don't see why they should come up.
Are you aware that he kidnapped Jonathan Abi's son?
Who did?
You know what I'm talking about.
So glad you could make it.
Yes, I am too. How is Mrs. Abdullahi doing?
Well, she's doing fine and she'll be back at work soon.
That's good to hear. I met her a couple of times some years ago and I'm quite impressed by her drive and intelligence.
That's Aisha.
Well, I found your proposal quite interesting and I'm eager to discuss with you. How is...
Eshet. I'll get her in a moment.
Yes, she's preparing for the meeting. She's trying to fully elaborate on the points she raised in the proposal. I'll go and find out what's keeping her.
You're home.
Well, nothing much. You?
After I met him, he had a meeting with Wada.
So I suppose that means it won't be of any use to us.
Yes, I was appointed to. He seemed quite earnest when we spoke. And he appeared genuinely shocked when he heard Abi's son had been kidnapped. So, what do we do now? I mean, this is a brick wall.
Emeka and Johnny. Can you just imagine? It was a meme after all.
I heard though. Did anybody ask her if she was the one that wrote the proposal?
You can't blame us. Who would have known it could be her?
Who could have known?
I guess this teaches us not to underrate anyone. Why the woman say anyway?
She'll let us know in a day or two.
Yeah. Here she comes. Ooh.
Wow, lovely looking at me as if I have 2 heads.
Girl, you're good.
Violent big girl gets caught shoplifting. Friend of yours?
I remember. I'm crying.
Hello. Good evening, Ma. Yes, it's Effie. Effie, yes, Maureen's friend.
Announcement. Ewa Bamiyo. To celebrate the large order of T-shirt from Trust Airlines, I have a gift for everyone. Koitito, as the newest successful entrepreneur for that town.
Thank you.
Give me the green one.
So kindly share in my joy as I also await the reply for an application for a remedial course at the state. No, it's supposed to be a present. I don't want to receive any
really?
money.
I thought as much.
Gift. It's a gift.
It's a gift.
I have a T-shirt specially made for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's so nice.
Why would you want to help us? Hard as it may be for you to believe, I meant everything I said to you in my office the other day. People don't turn into angels overnight. I was a homeless teenager when I met Francis Wada. He started me off doing seemingly harmless things, delivering messages and picking up packages. A lot of it was actually quite legal as far as I knew. Of course, that changed with time, but that doesn't mean I have to stay that way. Some of the things I have done, I can forgive myself for. But I will never forgive myself if I let Francis Wada do that to Jonathan Abbey.
Hello, Tijani. Try moving around. I can't hear you.
Good news, guys. Mrs. Toye just called. Trust all lines have accepted to our proposal.
Oh, why?
Why was he so determined to have a puppet in that position?
Money. What else? Apparently, Wada knew of a company that was looking up into buying land at the local government and building a residential estate there.
He figured that if he could control the local government, he could convince the residents to sell their land. Maybe by convincing them that there was something that's going to affect their health or something. And, well, he was going to sell the land to the company at a huge profit. I mean, can you imagine? Hello, Mrs. Tyre.
Tyre met with him, pretending to be ready to put things into action, and was able to get all the proof, documents, and letters. He was also able to find out where Wada was keeping up his son.
So, this Tari guy, you think is for real?
Mr. Tyre, I want to say we appreciate your help in this matter. But that doesn't mean we'll automatically award you a centhood. Yes, we'll keep maintaining a watchful eye.
No, why should I be denied admission into school just because of the state I'm from? Am I not a Nigerian? I should be able to go to any school anywhere in the country.
Sadie, stop upsetting yourself. You can always go to another school.
But don't you agree that it isn't fair? Why should school reserve places especially for indigenous of the state?
She is right. People wonder why Nigerians don't have a sense of nationality. How can we get one when we are so eager to discriminate based on tribe?
See, Sadie, I understand your frustration. It is wrong, but it's constitutional. And it won't change unless the laws are changed. Maybe you can try lobbying to lawmakers, writing to them, and pointing out to them how those laws are unfair to the country as a whole. Probably you won't be able to make a change on your own, but with the help of some friends, I guess you will.
I'm sure you must be feeling very distressed.
How long?
She won't last the night.
But that was not what you said when I called yesterday. You gave me a different price then. Well, I think I'll just take my business to a more straightforward person.
Hello. Wedding stress?
My sister, I don't tire.
But is all this really necessary?
It is. You only get married once.
Yeah, hopefully.
Azuka, if I catch you.
But do you think it's really necessary to spend so much on a wedding that you can't afford? At the end of the day, isn't it more important to spend your time around people that care about you?
I just can't bear the thought that I have to go wait another year and go through the process all over again.
I know it's a cliche, but don't you think it's kind of like a blessing in disguise?
How?
Well, look at me. Before I came here, I had so many jobs and I kept getting sacked. But then I got this one and look at me now. Maybe instead of trying to get into the Polytechnic again, you can use this opportunity to try and get into the best possible university and then spend the rest of the time saving up for it.
Speaking of money.
Let us take things easy.
You know why I'm here. So don't make me talk too much.
I don't have anything to give you.
Eh? What do you mean by that? When did you receive your salary that you don't have anything? Eh? What about this t-shirt thing you've been chasing? You think I don't know what is happening? Whoa.
I didn't say I don't have any money. I have money, but it's not for you, it's for me.
Sidi, what has gotten over you? You are beginning to talk like your mother. Eh? Hey.
Which mother? Is it the mother that abandoned her children and husband? Or the one you threw out after you called her a witch? I didn't tell you. I met her.
Eh? Okay. Sidi, look at me. I didn't do anything wrong. Eh? You see, she was a witch, a bad luck woman. I try my possible best to make sure you are not becoming like her. But obviously, it was a sheer wasting of time. Her wicked blood is too strong in you. And that is why you believe the first thing she told you the first day you met her. Eh?
Okay, fine.
You will surely become a witch. I know.
You have Kuku said it runs in the blood. But one thing you need to understand is that you may have sacrificed a lot of things. So did I. I am young. I have a whole life ahead of me. Just because you're my father doesn't mean that you have to dictate the whole of my life.
Hey.
You tried to control my mother, and just because she didn't let you threw her out. You want to try the same on me? I'm not going to let you. Not anymore. I am in charge of my own life.
Sidi. Hey, me.
Are you okay? Is it your friend? Is she... It's okay.
The station brought to you by Nescafe.
Now, recharge to take your dreams even higher.
My dreams.
Yes, if you dream it, you can do it with Nestle Milo. Nestle Milo. Now, recharge with more energy-releasing B vitamins for extra nourishment, healthy growth, and mental well-being.
Dream it, I can do it.
Nestle Milo, the food drink of future champion.
didn't she send for me early?
Mama, she was ashamed. All her big dreams, Mama. All her aspirations for herself. All her plans to show everyone that she could make it. I think she realized too late that the life she chose was not what she could be proud of. Oh, we all have to live with it.
I'm really glad that we were able to take care of this.
Yes, best to get the paperwork out of the way as soon as possible so that we can begin to do things. We mustn't forget that it is only provisional. We need to be sure that your station is viable and will be around for the long haul.
We have no intention of going anywhere. And AN plans to remain on air and working 24 hours a day.
Well, I hope I can take the time off to get married.
Cecilia and Osa.
It's only when I try to sleep that I start to remember, and that's when it hurts the most. I don't know, I guess that's just how it is. But yeah. As you can see, he's still in good condition.
Thanks for watching him for
You're
me.
welcome, darling.
So, are you ready to get married, madam?
Absolutely.
When can we come for everything?
After work, you know, when we'll be serving food all day for people we love.
Are you sure you're satisfied with a small wedding? No band, no spraying of money.
I have everything I need right here.
Romantic.
Johnny, I haven't congratulated you.
Congratulated me?
Your nomination. About your reports.
Oh, that.
Johnny, what is it? You don't seem excited about the whole thing.
It's just an award, no big deal.
Oh, Johnny, I beg to differ. These awards prove to anyone that we're still a competent news station. And I can recall that Osaro was telling me that an upcoming court case is in the pipeline and many TV stations will be bidding for the hosting right. That will add to our CVs and it will boost your profile too.
What if I don't accept the award?
Johnny, is anything wrong? Anything the matter?
Remember, you always encouraged us to be honest and stand up for the truth.
Which is?
There's something I should have told you a long time ago. Remember when I came for my interview, you were impressed with my results?
Which is?
They were fake.
What?